Welcome to Soaring Sounds. This week we're going to discuss what we do after we inhale and give you some strategies for using that in your warm-ups. So to start out, I just want to get us into a nice relaxed sort of posture. So I'm going to do this seated, but you can do it standing if you want. This is just your basic ragdoll stretch, and you don't have to go very far. So I'm going to model that today, sort of a low effort ragdoll where you just kind of slouched, head is heavy, elbows and wrists are heavy, and we breathe in, straighten the spine, and let it out, round the spine. Then once more in, and out. And then just come on back up to seated. We did a little bit of breath awareness work last week, so either seated or standing. Now that we've done a sort of inhale, exhale, just take a second and check in with your breath. What is it doing today? Notice how long you're inhaling. Notice whether the quality of breath is up higher, maybe in your shoulders, or maybe it's lower around your ribs or your lower abdominal muscles or even your hips. And just notice it, not trying to change it. Now we are going to try to change it a little bit. Take a long breath in, and then hold the breath, and then release it out. So you can feel the feeling in your throat when that happens. We're going to come back to that in a minute. This time I want you to take a long breath in, and you're going to move your arms as you breathe in all the way out, around, and up. Ready? Here we go. Breathe in. And keep the arms up. Let the breath out. And then you can drop the arms. Good. So hopefully with all of that, you develop a little bit of relaxation plus energy. Now with inhaling and breathing for singing, we discussed that last week a slow inhale is best. So I'm just going to take that as a given this week and we'll move forward. So what I'd like to do this week is I'd like to do some count singing. So we're just going to count sing on some pitches. To start out, let's just hum a little bit. So can we do a high-low hum on Ready? And and we'll go low-high hum. Ready? And I like to think of that as I'm just asking a question. So it's nice to start on something that's not pitched. Now we'll go high, low, high. Ready? And and we'll go low, high, low. All right, very cool. And then we'll do some just nice, easy scales on this. So just very easy, whatever octave. Or ready? And 3. Play a quick game with yourself. At the end of the exercise, cut off the last note as quickly as you can and take as long as you can to breathe in the interim. So rather than going, you're going to go, ready? And now we're going to do some count singing. So we're going to inhale for 4 counts, and then I want you to count quickly and quietly to 30. You might end with me, you might end after me, and that's totally okay. So here we go. We're going to breathe in for 4 counts, and you'll count on this pitch very quickly and quietly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ready? And breathe. 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try it on this pitch. I'm just counting up to 30. This time when you breathe in, breathe all the way until you start singing. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. No stopping to hold your breath. Breathe in, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Cool. This time I want you to check in with your ribs, check in with your abdominals. What's going on here? And then don't make any judgments over what's going on. If your ribs fly out like this when you start counting, don't make any judgments. If your stomach goes when you start counting, don't make any judgments. We're all starting somewhere. So let's start right on this pitch. Ready? And breathe. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Cool. And now we're going to adjust it just a touch. So whatever you do when you inhale, try to maintain what you've created. So if you breathe in and you're feeling something go like that, try to delay it or try to lessen it so it doesn't collapse. Let's try a higher pitch. Ready? 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Awesome job. Let's bring it into some vowels. Starting on this pitch, we're going to hum and then open to ah. Ready? And breathe. Good. Lower pitch. Ready? And breathe. And a slightly higher pitch. Ready? And breathe. Good. Starting on this low pitch again. Start on that ah. So make sure you have the ah. And then inhale and sing. And change to an E. But keep your mouth saying ah, like this. Ready? And breathe. Good. Practice it up here. Ready? And breathe. Awesome work. And starting on your E on this pitch, so make your E, but your mouth is saying ah. You're going to go on E. Ready? And breathe. E. 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 One more. E. Go back down to here and let's implement a couple of strategies. So first things first, the breath might be kind of acting up on you. So let's see if twisting and singing doesn't work that out. So you just kind of go side to side. Make sure your hips stay one place and your shoulders move. Ready? And breathe. Good. So if that worked, great. Now let's go back to just normal and see what happens. Ready? And breathe. Cool. Now I want you to act like you're lifting bowling balls. You can feel that in your shoulders. And then keep the work in your shoulders. And try breathing and singing. Ready? And breathe. Going down. Last one. Let's add some range. We're going to go on yaw. Everyone give that a shot. Ready? And breathe. Yaw. Yaw. Try something. This face has a lot of names, but the name we're going to call it today is the Thanks Mom face. which is like you've gotten something really embarrassing from your mother on your birthday. My birthday was a couple weeks ago. I didn't get anything embarrassing from my mother, but you got something really embarrassing, and everyone's around watching you opening the present, and you have to give a fake smile and say, "Thanks, Mom," but you really absolutely hate what you just got. So make that face, "Thanks, Mom," and try singing. Yeah, ready and breathe. Yeah. Good. Let's add the bowling balls back in. So you have "Thanks, Mom," and bowling balls. Ready? And one more. Yeah, really, really nice job. Try this loosening up exercise. This kind of is going to start a little high, and we'll work our way down. So you're going to go on. Everyone give that a try. Ready? And breathe. You can add a twist if you want. Just make sure you stop the twist too. Last one. Now we're going to work on a very controversial technique that I got some clarity on in my Estel voice training course. And this is something that that opera singers call the tuck, but I'm gonna give a version that is maybe less elusive and less weird than the tuck. So first of all, if you take your gut and you kind of suck it in like you're at the beach and you don't want anyone to see the extra stuff you have around your midsection, and now try inhaling. Keep the tuck, keep inhaling, and let it out. Now just think, on a scale of 1 to 10, how similar is that to if you're kind of loose and you have bowling balls, holding up the bowling balls, and you breathe in and let it out. So you can choose, if you don't really feel like doing this sort of tucked in stomach, you can do any sort of anchoring prompt like bowling balls. But if you want to, tuck in, and then try to inhale against that while remaining tucked. And then keep that and sing. Ready and breathe. Everyone shake it out a little bit because it can get a little bit funky in there. And give me a siren down on ooh. Ready? And ooh. Again, my favorite part of every class is when I invite everyone to unmute. So everyone unmute, and we'll do the same thing, and we can hear your lovely voices if you prefer. Ready? And cool, very, very cool. Thank you for joining me today. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about breath and anchoring and what you do after you inhale before you start singing. And I'll stick around in case you have any questions.